Welcome to Mississippi Outdoors. I'm Amanda Mills.
And I'm Kevin Meacham. Thanks for joining us.
Kevin, what do you like best about being on Mississippi Outdoors?
Well, I like the fact that it's not your regular hunting and fishing show where you got deer, turkey, and bass. We have a variety of things that we'll air from time to time. We'll do some deep sea fishing, hand grabbing for catfish. We'll even throw in a squirrel hunt every now and then. You name it, we'll bring it to you.
That's right, Kevin. And our next show is one of those. We're headed to Warren County.
The Outdoors crew is going on an alligator hunt.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
Here it is about 7 o'clock, 7:30, and we're fixing to launch the boat in the Yazoo River, right on the Warren County Issaquah line, and go try to catch an alligator. So try to cruise the river, spot one. Probably won't see the big ones till after dark, but here we go, opening day in Mississippi, alligator season. Now, Mr. Steve, you fished up here before?
We've been up here quite a few times over the years. The water's about as low as I've ever seen it up here.
It is low, yes.
Hopefully, if it's like it has been in past years, it is full of gators.
We'll try it. So we got plenty of guys in the boat, don't we? Some
I need to tell you about my crew here.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. On the front here, tying the hook on, Jason Gully can spot a gator further than anybody I have ever known before. So he's my gator spotter.
There you go.
And Wayne sitting right here on the ice chest, Wayne Green. Nothing gets by Wayne. We can spot a gator under a bush and drive upstream for 2 hours, and when we come back, Wayne will point out the bush that he was at to start with. And we got Trent Green up there on the right. Trent's the muscle. He's gonna put the gator in the boat. And we got Brody Gully right here, the young gun. Brody's gonna be our catch master tonight. He's gonna hook them and reel them in.
There we go.
And I'm here to keep the two guys in front, ran up under tree limbs. I step on rods, tangle reels, just wreak havoc generally.
There was one to the left, wasn't it?
About 4 or 5 foot.
What about that one to the left? Another small one. He just
That's
popped up.
pretty good gator. Can't see, so tell me when to drop it.
Just straight ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
All right, Brody. Set your light down and get that pole.
Let me get over here. Okay, I all of a sudden don't want.
I thought you was gonna reel him in, bro.
What do you think about that, little buddy?
I think good catch.
He's caught sucker now.
You got it.
You all right, Wayne?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Got him.
It's in that chair right there. All right, grab him.
I got it. I got it.
That's good right there.
Number one, first gator in the boat. We caught him, got him in, measured him. We're just gonna turn him loose, let him go.
5 foot. 5 foot size. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Good job, guys.
Bye, Mr. Gator.
Now let's go find his daddy.
We're gonna get daddy now. Yeah, that's enough of the little one.
Yeah.
Is he on the bank? What he's casting was?
He may actually be a little bigger than the one we caught.
At least 4 times in the past. I actually got drawn the very first year they had a hunt. But we've got a good group of about 10 of us that put in, and so far out of 16 years we've been drawn 15 times as a group. So we've got to catch quite a few gators over the years. I love it. Nothing like it. I live for it every year.
I'm bringing him up.
Coming up. Where's your snare there?
There he is.
Right there.
He's a better one.
There he is.
Come off. Yeah. If you have to, put it on the front leg. Just don't put it on the back leg. It will be kind of.
My hook's out. Or your hook, one of our hooks is out right there. See it? We got the line going in his mouth with a problem in it.
Kind of want him facing backwards with his mouth shut.
Let me,
Hold on.
there he goes. There, no.
I think it came off.
No, it's still in there.
No, it's still in there.
I'm about to cut my line. I think it's my line.
I think it is in there.
Let me cut my line and see if that's the one that's in there. There you go, shut it. Oh, there you go.
I'm over here.
There you go.
You stay there. Roll him over on his belly.
What'd you say, 7 foot something?
84.
84 inches, gator number 2. Got him in the boat, measured him. They got him taped up, but we're gonna let this one go.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Caught another one, number 2. Gonna let him go.
Y'all give him plenty of slack. Steve, watch your arm. Just let him pitch him forward. All right, now the snare ought to just slide off.
All right, then come on, here it comes.
There it is. He's gone.
Good deal.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
That's all right there.
That's our man.
He ain't got big. Got him.
I don't think I got him, but in the back. Pretty good throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, right upside.
He's coming up. You got him?
Yep.
Oh yeah, now we got you. Come on, boy. He's a big gator, he's just sitting there. You know he's big when you can't move him, he's just sitting.
With 2 rods.
Yeah, he's like, what y'all gonna do now? Feel like he's coming up.
What he don't know is we got something that'll pull him up.
We got a gator hooked up, pretty good gator from what we can tell. We got him up one time, close to the boat, but we got 2 poles on him, trying to get a big hook in him.
When you ever get that in him, let it sink.
You gotta pull it right up against him.
You got him.
Got it.
You got him. Woo. He's coming up quick.
Don't bite him too hard.
He can't do nothing with that big hook. As long as we got enough booty to hold him.
Oh my gosh, I'm like holding on.
I feel
I would too.
you in my pocket, son. There's his head out there. Lasso him.
Lasso him! Come on, he's
Get
exhausted.
him.
He's
Get him.
tired.
You got to come on this side.
Watch him, watch him. Oh. Let him just sit.
Wish we could get another hook in his head. I don't think I'm doing anything with this one.
I think his head right there.
We got a big gator, but he's unrolled on us. So we got 2 or 3 hooks in him. He's uncircled so many times, we got him all twisted up, but he's tired out a good bit. We're just trying to get him up when we get the noose around his head.
You got him. Bring it on back. No.
No, yeah, he did. Hold on to that. Oh!
It don't make no difference if he bit it.
Good job, guys. Bro, you're gonna have to get up under him and like push him over in the boat.
No. Never. You will never convince me to do that, ever.
All right, you got him. That big hook's in his tail.
That's a pretty good one there, bro.
You know, that's the one we've been looking for.
For years.
For years, we've been trying to catch a gator like that.
The biggest one before him was 10 foot.
10-4, and he wasn't nearly that big.
Yeah, I mean, he's not no 13-footer, but he's got girth that is unbelievable. That's a big
He'd have
mature.
been a solid 12 if he wasn't missing part of his tail.
He just,
This is a trophy gator.
he's bigger than what we thought.
way bigger.
Yeah, they fool you sometimes. Especially going away from you, it's hard to get a good judgment on him, but once we got him up that first time, we knew he was a big one.
11.5.
11.5.
Now that's more like it.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
And missing tail. He'd have been 12 foot,
Yeah, he'd have been 12 foot, yeah.
no doubt.
It's pretty fun. We get to do this here in Mississippi, chase gators. The Louisiana boys get to have a lot of fun, but we're getting in on it now. In our next story, we're headed to Trace State Park in Pontotoc County.
Bass fishing is on the menu. Let's light the grill.
Man, it's actually cool this morning, ain't it?
Yeah, it feels really good,
The
yeah.
humidity's down today. I'm just glad to be back fishing again. It's been a while with all this stuff going on. So this is Trace State Park. You said what, 500 something acres?
565, located in northeast Mississippi. Phenomenal bass fishery, crappie fishery, but it's historically known for its brim. Giant bluegill, yeah.
Man, I should have brought a bucket of crickets. Oh, there we go.
Fish on. Woo, thank goodness. Oh, there's a chunk.
Yeah, first fish in the boat.
Way to get it started, Kevin.
Man,
Little middle of the summer, 1st of August bass fishing. It's hot, but we got a little cold front, and it's a beautiful morning. Kevin got us started with a nice chunky
look at that.
pound and a
healthy
quarter.
fish. Mhm.
Yeah.
There we go. Trace State Park. One nut.
Made a little change. Went from topwater bait to a little chatterbait, fishing around a lot of flooded willows. Another pound and a quarter fish.
Another good one.
Another chatterbait fish. About the same size. This bait's gained a lot of popularity the last couple of years, although it's been out forever. And it's a really neat, it's a combination of a spinnerbait, a jig, a swim jig. It's got a little vibration. You see the front blade there. And you fish it like a spinnerbait, but it's a little bit different action on fish that may have gotten used to seeing a lot of spinnerbaits. So if you hadn't got this in your tackle box, you need to try it.
So the lake's been closed, what, a couple of years?
A little more than that, yeah, Kevin.
They made a bunch of changes to it.
Well, Trace, you know, we said earlier it was 565 acres.
There you
Well,
go.
hold on, let me let this look a
Man.
little bit better fish there.
Yeah. Good fish.
He's interrupted our discussion. Oh, now we're getting now we're getting up there a little bit better. A little bit better size. What Trace is getting known for. 565 acre lake probably had more hours per acre of angler hours per acre than any other lake in northeast Mississippi.
Really?
That's how popular this lake was. Lakes that were built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, we started having issues with some of the dams in terms of slides, and we had a pretty good slide on the front side or back side and front side of this dam back in 2016. The EQ said, the Department of Environmental Quality said, you've got to drain it and complete those repairs. And we received that order in March of 2017. So we drained the lake, we restocked it. And anytime we drain a lake, we do what's called a complete renovation. And I'm talking about the fish population, I'm talking about the facilities, redid all the fishing piers. There's a lot of bank access out here at Trace.
So like piers and some of the cabins and campgrounds, everything.
We talked about how big it is, but it's really a popular destination for bank fishermen because
You got these little fingers that come up in the lake.
You do, and there's a brand new road coming into the
Oh, yeah.
entrance. And folks that used to fish here do appreciate that. So what I like to call it is we give it a facelift. You know, we give the
Exactly,
facility a facelift. And folks will be enjoying this for the next 50 years. There he is. What you got?
There we go. He's catching on those little swim baits. I done had enough watching that.
Well, you said something about 1 to 0. I didn't quite catch that.
There you go. We got on a little hot spot on this point, didn't we? Good fish too.
They're all good.
That's the best fish we caught today. Oh yeah.
That's what we call a fast grower there. He's gonna be pushing 3 pounds. We were wanting to catch him on topwater. Even though it's August, we wanted to start early with topwater, and we had a few bites and caught 1 or 2 small fish, but made a little bit of a change. We're throwing swim baits, we're throwing chatter baits, and the action's starting to pick up. If you like to fish, Northeast Mississippi is the place to live.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we've got Trace State Park, Lake Lamar Bruce, Tom Beebe State Park, an overlooked diamond in the rough, if you ask me. Lake Monroe,
yeah.
Tippa County Lake, Pickwick Lake,
Pickwick.
Ten Tom Waterway, Bay Springs Lake. You know, we're blessed to have a lot of opportunities, angling opportunities here in Northeast Mississippi. I tell folks, you know, my toughest decision is where I'm gonna go.
Right. Yeah.
The Trace by far, especially during the winter, was my favorite place, my favorite lake to fish.
There you go.
He's strong.
Another good healthy fish.
Mm-hmm. You know, the current regulations for bass on Trace is a 14 to 22 inch slot.
Okay.
And you can keep 1 over.
Gotcha.
So what we're trying to do is protect this size fish.
That's awesome.
This is probably a 15 inch fish. So it would be illegal right now to keep this fish.
Yes, throw him back.
So the smaller fish, we'd like folks to keep.
And then 1 over the slot.
And then of course, you know, if we have somebody catch a giant, which there are some in here, and I hope we encounter one here shortly, then they can keep one. I could not catch up with him. Let's check him, because I think he's gonna be borderline. So he is 14 1/8 slot.
Slot fish. Yep.
You know I got plenty of these.
Gotta be a fish right there in that little pocket.
Now that one's probably under. We measured that fish earlier.
Oh,
it was 14 1/8. That would be a fish you could legally keep.
Okay.
You can keep 10 per person per day.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I want a fish right there.
You know, Trace never produced 10-pound fish, but in just sheer numbers of 5 to 8-pound fish, it was unmatched. I mean, a good day in the winter, you know, cold, nasty, find them out there on some of that offshore structure was a 30 to 50 fish day. Your best 5 weigh 25 pounds. A bit longer, long and lean and mean. I need to do whatever he's doing. Chatter bait, chatter, chatter.
There we go. Another one on the point.
You know, we expect the fishing just to get better. You know, we're catching a lot of 11 to 14-inch fish, and we knew that was the case. We still have some really big fish out here that we hadn't seen yet. But as this population matures, people start keeping fish, we really expect in the next 5 years to be one of the best fisheries in the state. Well, the sun's gotten up, it's gotten a little warmer, and we think we could probably catch a few more fish, some slot fish or maybe just below the slot. You saw a switch to the chatterbait, but we're gonna do something a little different. It is summer, it's hot, so we're gonna go to some little deeper baits. We're gonna fish a little deeper. We've been catching fish in 5 to 10 feet of water, and we're gonna fish some points in about 20 feet of water. So we'll be Texas rigging a big plastic worm, and I like to use 2 weights with a bead in between. You can see that. But when we first pull up on these points, a big crankbait's hard to beat. This is dives about probably 12 to 15 feet on 12-pound test. If there's any active fish, this bait's gonna catch them. So we'll start out fishing that. We'll try the Texas rig worm, or even a shaky head. Now this is on a bait caster, but it's 12-pound test, just a stand-up head. You know, we know that there's 6+ pound fish in here, so we're gonna back out a little deeper and see if we can't catch some better fish.
We're going hogging.
Public water fishing now. This ain't no private pond.
No, this ain't nothing wrong with this. There we go.
Any size?
I don't know yet. Seems like a pretty decent one.
Oh yeah, better fish. I really don't want to do this.
A little bit bigger fish out in the deep water.
That's what we're trying to do. Not a giant by any means, but a little bit better quality. And that's what we're trying to do by moving out here a little bit deeper.
There's one right there.
Good?
Yeah, better fish. Look at that. Got him on both sides. Up here on Trace State Park, Northeast Mississippi. Had a good morning. Caught a bunch of fish early on some chatterbaits. Switched over to some crankbaits. So there we go. Another great day on the water.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching this episode of Mississippi Outdoors. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, or check out other episodes from previous seasons. Also, be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on future shows.